Sunday on Fox is for Brady and the Bucks as they take on the Falcons.
Touchdown!
Or the Niners.
What a play!
Battle the Eagles. It all kicks off Sunday at 1 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Check for the game in your area.
Spend Friday night under the lights with a team to watch. High School Sports Extra on Fox 56. Friday nights at 10:40. Presented by Monticello Bank, Family Wealth Group, and Transylvania University. Get your forecast first at the beginning of each newscast, only on Fox 56.
At Kroger, we know that the slower a banana ripens, the longer it stays fresh. So we keep things fresher than fresh by ripening them slowly.
A short while ago, an injured worker left me a message that said, "You probably won't call me back. I'm just a nobody." Those words stunned me, and I called him right back. Nobody's a nobody, and no one deserves a better firm than you. All law firms are not the same.
The 2 for $4 double Rally Burger with cheese deal from Rally's is so extra, not everyone can handle it. Go ahead, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just $4. Free delivery fee on your favorite delivery app.
WWE is coming home to Lexington with WWE SUPERSHOW.
Acknowledge me.
Don't miss an epic main event as the Prince Finn Balor teams with the Street Profits to battle the Bloodline.
In a 6-man tag team match.
Challenge accepted.
It's WWE SUPERSHOW in Lexington on Sunday, October 3rd. Tickets on sale now.
How do we make sure Kroger food is fresh? We put sensors on our coolers, and if something changes, we drop whatever we're doing to take care of it. That way, we can make sure Kroger food isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh.
Forecast First is brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend. Hope you guys had a great day. Thermometers 80 to 85 today. We're going to be back in that ballpark over the next few days. Current temperatures are generally into the low 70s most areas. Right on cue, we had a couple of popcorn showers, thunderstorms developing a little earlier in the day. That stuff is now taking a break, but additional moisture going to stream in as we go through the course of the weekend with what is left of Nicholas eventually rolling across Kentucky. So we're going to track the weekend forecast and the threat for scatterstorms. Heavy rains early next week and then a blast of October. That's straight ahead on the Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
96% of Kentucky school districts will continue to require a mask despite the end of the statewide mandate. Hear from a leader in one school district choosing to not require masks.
Pfizer booster shots for some, but not for all. I'm Lauren Blanchard in Washington. I'll have the latest on what an FDA panel is recommending and who they say should get a third shot.
And it's been a long wait, but concerts return to Rupp Arena. We're live with excited fans.
The Fox 56 10 o'clock news starts now.
Good evening. 96% of all Kentucky school districts will continue with mask mandates. 6 districts across the state do not have a requirement, including 2 in Mercer County. It's the only county in our area without a mask mandate, despite Mercer County having an incidence rate above the state average. Grace Feinerman talked to the school board chairman of Bergen Independent Schools about the decision and why not everyone is in agreement. That story is first on Fox.
After a 4-1 vote at Wednesday's board meeting, masks at Bergen Independent Schools are no longer required.
I just hope that the population understands that there's no right answers to some things.
Bob Clark, chairman of the school board, explains masks are encouraged. He says they're required at all times, besides when at workstations and eating. But for some, this isn't ideal. Superintendent Will Begley gave the following statement Wednesday: "My job is to protect the students and staff of Bergen Independent Schools. We have students with special needs and older staff, and both are in the high-risk category." He continues to say, "My recommendation to everyone is we continue to implement universal masking regardless of vaccination status until local cases are more on our side."
In this statement from the superintendent from the board meeting, it says 91% of staff do not feel comfortable working around students without masks.
One of these teachers is Jennifer Barlow.
We stood up in the board meeting and we, headed that direction. And unfortunately, we were outvoted. Some of the people who were presenting don't really understand how the classroom works. I think that they felt like we stand in front of a room and lecture, and we don't. Our classrooms are live, and they're active, and they're constantly moving. And so for our kids to be masked allows us to keep going with those activities.
Our primary concern is the safety of our students.
But things could change, according to Clark. He says the district will take action based on case numbers. In Mercer County, Grace Feinerman for the Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
At the board meeting, Superintendent Begley said cases are so high, school had to be canceled for 2 days because of the lack of staff. Kentucky reported more than 5,100 new cases and 45 more deaths. Governor Beshear says for a second straight day, fewer than 100 ICU beds are available across the state. But hospitalization and ICU numbers are down today, along with the positivity rate. It's now below 13% at 12.88%. UK healthcare is struggling to make space for COVID-19 patients. Hospital leaders say they have more COVID patients now than at any point during the pandemic. Right now, 156 people are being treated for COVID, with 56 in the ICU and 34 on a ventilator. Doctors say the majority of hospitalized COVID patients are unvaccinated, and those who are vaccinated typically have underlying health conditions. They say they're seeing an impact on pregnant women.
Unvaccinated pregnant women are at higher risk because pregnancy is considered an immune suppressed status. Your body is just not as able to mount an immune response.
Kentucky Children's Hospital also seen a rise in younger COVID patients. 15 children are being treated at the hospital. Across the state, Governor Beshear says 24 children are hospitalized with COVID. A blow to the Biden administration's efforts to have many Americans get a vaccine booster shot. A panel of scientists overwhelmingly shot down the idea, instead recommending extra protection for just a small group of the population. Fox News correspondent Lauren Blanchard is in Washington with more.
We do have a unanimous 18 out of 18 who voted yes for this question.
An FDA advisory panel tasked with reviewing the effectiveness of a third Pfizer shot overwhelmingly supported boosters for some, those 65 or older, as well as those who run a high risk of severe disease. But they rejected recommending a booster shot for the general public, ages 16 to 64, citing the lack of information.
We have no data on the safety in this population at all that have been presented so far, and that concerns me significantly.
The panel's recommendation is by no means binding for the FDA, but it's unlikely they'll move forward with boosters for most Americans. They did not consider the Moderna or Johnson & Johnson vaccines. It's not the decision the Biden administration had hoped for. They had planned to roll out booster shots broadly next week.
We have plenty of supply of all three vaccines for boosters pending.
Now the White House is facing accusations of getting ahead of the science. Vaccinations have been central to the president's plan to beat the virus. Even though the panel suggests boosters for many may not be needed yet, they do say vaccination is important.
I don't think a booster dose is going to significantly contribute to controlling the pandemic.
A CDC advisory panel is expected to take on booster shots next week. They'll be looking at the extra shots for those who are older, in nursing homes, and frontline workers. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton and Governor Andy Beshear marked Hunger Action today at a new addition for God's Pantry. Officials with God's Pantry unveiled the plans for a new volunteer center off Winchester Road. It will also serve as a food pantry for the East End. CEO Mike Halligan says talking about hunger issues in the community can help create more action to help families in need.
One action leads to 10. 10 leads to 100. 100 to 1,000. And I can keep going through the math. The fact that you're here, you're taking action.
The new center is expected to be complete by next fall. Governor Beshear signed a proclamation naming today Hunger Action Day in the Bluegrass. After 18 long months, capacity concerts returned to Rupp Arena as Eric Church kicked off his Gather Again tour in Lexington. The show is estimated to bring in at least 15,000 country music fans to downtown. And that's where we find Chad Hedrick. As we know, businesses are really enjoying this boost.
Well, Marvin, these businesses here in downtown are really drawn to this area because of all the games and the concerts and the other events that happen every year here at Rupp Arena. But when the pandemic stopped all of that foot traffic right in its tracks, These businesses here say that they didn't know if they'd be around when the shows came back on. They lined down the block. Thousands of Eric Church fans eager to hear live music and a return to normalcy.
I drove 8 hours for this. 8 hours.
Chris Prochnow came to Lexington from Wisconsin for Friday's show. It's a night she and many others have waited a year and a half for.
I miss live music. I miss Eric Church. I miss all of it.
Chris isn't the only one who was missing concerts. The downtown businesses who bank on them were just as excited for Friday.
We're looking forward to this evening. We've got a lot of bookings in the restaurant, pretty much fully booked out. So obviously with stuff happening in Rupp Arena again, it's bringing people back in, the staff are excited. Everybody's, looking forward to, trying to get back on track again.
Being fully booked isn't something Horse and Jockey has been able to accomplish since opening downtown. Just weeks after they opened, the pandemic shut them down. Now they and so many other businesses are ready for their encore.
That aspect of it's great, and we're looking forward to, getting back to normality. I think this year still is, there's still a little bit of skepticism out there with some people, but it's definitely, looks like it's starting to amp up.
And it's important to point out, obviously, we are still in a pandemic. However, here at Rupp, concert goers were not required to wear a mask, and they didn't need to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test before they got in. However, we saw several signs on the windows and on the sidewalks strongly encouraging concert goers to wear a mask while they were inside. Live from downtown, Chad Hedrick for the Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
Thank you, Chad. And other upcoming shows at Rupp Arena include For King and Country and Jason Aldean. Both shows are in October. Many concert goers parked tonight at the High Street lot across from Rupp Arena, but changes could be in store for that lot. The Lexington Center Corporation is looking for proposals to develop the more than 17 acres. Officials are looking for bids that support Central Bank Center events, including parking. A new podcast highlights the Asian American community, how a Lexington business owner is hoping to continue the conversation.
Scattering of thunderstorms into the all-important weekend. We're going to track that with a future radar and focus on a blast of October in the 7-day. That's after the break.
Tonight's first 10 minutes at 10 has been brought to you commercial-free by UK Federal Credit Union. Visit any of their 6 locations to discover why it's banking only better.
How's it working out with Benny here at the credit union?
Yeah. I'll be right with you, man. My bad.
Benny's better at football. We're better at banking.
He's working out, in a sense.
UK Federal Credit Union. It's banking, only better.
Puzzles are easy. Family, that's a real challenge. It happens rarely, but every once in a while we all go where we're supposed to go. And everything clicks into place.
Young Sheldon, 5 times a week starting September 27th.
This portion of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by P-Rats. Nobody beats P-Rats.
Bob Allen is Danville's Dealmaker. During Ram Power Days, save more on Bob Allen's selection of new Ram 2500 Crew Cab pickups. Shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
DQ Biscuits and Gravy. Now this is the stuff that biscuits and gravy dreams are made of. The kind of dream where home-style biscuits are served fluffy and warm. And the scent of simmering gravy made with Purnell sausage is so aromatic you can taste it. And then the dream ends with you taking a bite just to realize you're not really dreaming. You're at DQ, in your pajamas, eating the best biscuits and gravy of your life. DQ, happy tastes good.
Do you ever hear voices in your head that tell you to do things?
Nope. Do you?
Oh, yeah.
You hear voices that tell you to do things. What kind of things?
Mostly insurance-related things.
Home and auto. They just go together. Save when you bundle your home and auto insurance.
There it is again.
That's just the announcer.
Oh, so you hear it too?
Yeah.
Show yourself.
When you visit Stanford, you expect a small-town atmosphere, but you might not expect world-class amenities such as an upscale farm-to-table meal. You would be surprised to stay in a historic guest house from the 1900s or spend the day relaxing at a spa. You don't expect to shop for gifts made by skilled local artists or to find natural bath products that are made on site. Yet our town offers all of this and more. Come visit us in Stanford and experience the unexpected.
The best part of Pick of the Pick combos at Sonny's, there's no wrong way to pick them. Pick 2 or 3 of your barbecue favorites with sides and bread starting at $11.99 at ordersonny's.com. Sonny's Barbecue, local pit masters since '68.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. During Ram Power Days, save on new Ram 1500 quad cab pickups. Now, deal maker priced. Click and save at boballenmotormall.com.
A new Lexington-based podcast is highlighting Asian Americans in Kentucky. Where Y'all Really From is created and hosted by Lexington business owner Dan Wu. He and his co-hosts say they're continuing a conversation started during the Stop Asian Hate movement. Shelby Lofton takes us to a recording.
We are Radio Lex, the voice of the people.
The home of a new podcast, Where Y'all Really From?
Yeah, it's a great title. I like it.
I'm from Williamsburg, Kentucky. I grew up in northern Kentucky. Louisville is definitely home. Bowling Green, Kentucky.
In this recording booth, guests like Dr. Donna Kwan shared their story.
I teach ethnomusicology, Asian music, and also K-pop and Asian American music.
Lexington has been her home for years.
I grew up in California, but I've lived pretty much, I'd say, in almost every region of the United States at this point.
Host Dan Wu is turning the question,
where y'all really from?
On its head by turning on the mics.
I knew I wanted to create this space to tell stories of the AAPI Kentuckians that are often untold.
One was a lady named Angelica Weaver, who is from Williamsburg, Kentucky, where she is one of the very few people of color.
People from all backgrounds went on air.
Dr. Benapudi from U of L, who's the U of L president, who spoke about being a woman of color in leadership.
To make others feel safe and valued when they put on their headphones. In Lexington, Shelby Lofton, Fox 56, 10 o'clock news.
The first 2 episodes of the podcast will be available this Tuesday. You can find it anywhere you get your podcasts.
Hi, everybody. Weekend is here. Decent enough Friday evening for a lot of folks. You're out at a high school football game. It's another nice evening. Any spotty shower or thunderstorm we had earlier this afternoon going by the wayside. Good-looking shot of downtown Lexington. 73, 70 into the Danville area. 70 Mount Sterling and Somerset checking in at 70 as well. So it's a relatively mild mid-September evening here across the region. Fox radar picture, just a little bit of rain across southern western Kentucky that was a little more steady than the spotty stuff we had in the Bluegrass area earlier. All of this spinning around what is left of Old Nicholas. That was a hurricane several days ago coming inland across Texas. The spin with this is still in the northern parts of Louisiana, and it's got a little spoke or two of energy. Some of that will get in here later this weekend. I think the majority of that holds off until Monday and Tuesday. That is just how slow that thing is moving. Cold front to the west of us. It'll be a front that comes in behind that we'll keep an eye on. All right, future radar satellite through the overnight into tomorrow morning. Now, this future radar is adamant on developing some thunderstorms across western, southern parts of the region as we go through noon tomorrow with not a big northward increase. Then as the afternoon wears on, around 4:45, 5 o'clock, notice those scattered thunderstorms that would go up into the afternoon. Through tomorrow evening, and then we go into early Sunday. Now we start to see another push of some rain, but the best opportunity for rain this weekend is across the south and the west. Anybody else is just scattered stuff that we're going to be contending with. So your forecast first on your Saturday morning. a lot like today, 80 to 85 with a storm chance into the afternoon. Most of us, though, are on the dry side until that storm chance pops up during the afternoon. A little different perspective on the hour-by-hour forecast through tomorrow morning and into the afternoon. Those temperatures will be 80 to 85 degrees. Best opportunity for some rain is across the south. End of the day on Sunday, hey, it's a similar setup for Sunday. Best opportunity for a shower or thunderstorm is across the south. Some of that tries to creep its way on in as we go into Sunday afternoon. Then for the day on Monday, showers, thunderstorms. This is undercooked with what it is dealing with for the day on Sunday. I don't like that model run. Let me show you a little different perspective. Has a better shot for some showers and storms around on Monday. If you get some rain on Monday, temperature is going to be held in check. By the time you get into Tuesday, showers, thunderstorms coming at us. Even Monday, Tuesday, it's not just hours and hours and hours of rain without a break. Tuesday night, here comes that cold front. That is your blast of fall air. I'm not just talking about September. I'm talking about October type air that'll be in here for the end of next week. So low and mid 80s Saturday into Sunday. We're into the 70s on Monday with some showers and thunderstorms. 75 to 80 Tuesday. And from there, Marvin, look at that forecast. You're talking about a blast of fall air and mid 60s and lows. They can reach the low and mid 40s. Now that is my kind of fall weather.
Yes, and that will be a big change. Thank you very much, Chris.
You bet.
Announcements over a store's public address system can be boring and easy to miss, but that's not the case at One Kentucky Walmart. Up next, the voice that makes people take notice.
This portion of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Fayette's Heating and Air.
Huge savings this weekend at Ashley Home Store. Friday through Monday only. Save 20% off store-wide. Plus get 3 years no interest. That's 20% off your entire purchase. Plus take 3 years to pay. This weekend only at Ashley Home Store.
Introducing the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi lineup. You'll be amazed at the body, style, technology, and performance. Don Franklin Mitsubishi in Nicholasville. Let us reintroduce you to the all-new Mitsubishi.
At Fifth Third Bank, we're working hard to make banking a Fifth Third better with Fifth Third Momentum Banking, which means we put 166.7% into everything we do.
I think you can only give 110%.
Well, with an automatic savings tool to help you quickly reach your goals, fraud protection services, and access to your paycheck up to 2 days early. 166.7% is possible.
But I have...
This is banking. A Fifth Third better.
I was online, and I found this incredible recliner at an amazing price. I couldn't wait for it to get here. Well, it wasn't exactly what I was expecting.
At Burke Furniture, you can see it, feel it, sit on it, and make sure you love it before you take it home. Because when you buy from the internet, you never really know what you're going to get. But at Burke Furniture, you do.
Now I'm happy.
That's just how we do it at Burke Furniture.
The Botany Bay is Kentucky's #1 place to buy things that you like to do stuff with. A place full of stuff and cool people to help you pick the stuff from what they have, including tons of random stuff you didn't even know you needed. This month, take 25% off all this cool stuff and 15% off this cool stuff. 3 locations, a friendly staff, and a free rewards program. The Botany Bay is the place to buy cool things that you like to do stuff with. Or visit our cool website at thebotanyBay.net.
Kick off the season with huge savings at Don Franklin Lexington Nissan. Get 0% APR for up to 60 months on the all-new 2021 Nissan Murano S. Plus, now take advantage of reserving your Nissan online. Score big today with Don Franklin Lexington Nissan.
Shop huge mattress savings this weekend at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 60% off select clearance and closeout mattresses. Plus, get next-day delivery on select in-stock mattresses. This weekend only at Ashley Home Store.
This portion of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Appliance Pro.
Welcome back. A Walmart cashier is bringing smiles to shoppers, and it's getting them noticed. That's what tops the spotlight tonight.
Attention Walmart shoppers! It's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
That's cashier Aaron Grace from Walmart in Lawrenceburg. He says he was excited the manager let him do this special closing announcement earlier this week. The customers seemed to enjoy it. They were cheering all over the store as Grace sang his rendition of Closing Time by the band Semisonic. So that may make people actually stay around a little bit longer. Good for him for having that kind of spirit. A Maine woman who harvests lobsters proves there's no age limit to catching joy in what you love to do. Virginia Oliver and her 78-year-old son, Max, still fire up the boat, head out on the waters, drop the traps, and pull up a harvest of lobsters as much as they want to. Virginia, get this, is 101 years old and may be the world's oldest lobster harvester. She's done other things like stitching pants and bathrobes and a printing job, but she says she likes being out on the ocean better. Oliver and her son still faithfully tend to about 200 traps. And move over toddlers, cows are doing very well with their very own potty training. That's right, researchers from Germany and New Zealand have now trained cows to use a cow latrine, using punishments when cows do their business outside, but giving rewards when they go to the latrines. The team successfully trained 11 of 16 calves with a performance comparable to that of children. There you go. I think I've seen everything now. That's what's in the spotlight tonight. A debate in Frankfurt over comments over the special session. Ahead, what Kentucky Senate President had to say to Governor Beshear.
Don't pay retail.
K. Jared and Zale's 1-carat lab-grown diamond engagement rings are $3,499. The Castle's same quality, same size lab-grown diamond engagement rings are only $19.95.
Nobody makes I Do as big and affordable as we do.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Get great offers from GM Financial and $1,750 cash allowance on Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
Hi, I'm Amy Boone.
I'm Macy Michael. We're with Sweet Home Kentucky Realty.
If you've been thinking about building your dream home in Central Kentucky, but the process just seems overwhelming, we have all of the resources you need.
From selecting the lot, choosing your house plan and builder, and securing financing,
we are your girls.
Please feel free to reach out to us on our Facebook page, by email, text, or give us a call.
Quality Outdoor Products is the pioneer company when it comes to custom length metal roofing. Quality is not just our name, it's our mission. We have over 20 years of experience bringing you the very best. Quality Outdoor Products has always been on the top of the industry when it comes to the quality in our roofs. Energy efficient, longer lasting, and fire resistant. Get the roof you need through a variety of options and beautiful colors. Quality Outdoor Products. It's the quality you can see.
Considering all they do for you, why not do one of the best things you can do for them, especially when it's this simple? See if your kids qualify for no-cost health insurance. There are no hassles, no red tape, and if you qualify, no cost to you. So go ahead. Think of it as returning the favor for everything they bring into your life. Apply online at connect.ky.gov/KCHIP or call toll-free 1-877-KCHIP-18.
Don't pay retail. At K & Zale's, half-carat lab-grown diamond earrings are $759. The Castle has the same quality, same size lab-grown diamond earrings. Castle price only $395. Shop 11 Castle locations or thecastlegewelry.com.
Kick off the season with huge savings at Don Franklin Nissan in Somerset. Get 0% APR for up to 60 months on the all-new 2021 Nissan Murano S. Plus, now take advantage of reserving your Nissan online. Score big with Don Franklin Somerset Nissan.
Get your forecast first at the beginning of each newscast, only on Fox 56.
Kentucky Senate President says the legislature was following the letter of the law when it passed COVID-19 related laws in the special session. Last week, Governor Beshear said lawmakers punted during the special session. Today, Senate President Robert Stivers said that's not the case, saying the governor has been controlling the game too long. Phil Pendleton is following the debate.
a local doctor.
The Senate president says a lot of this boils down to communication or lack thereof.
Why did he never talk to us? Why did he want to litigate?
Senator Stivers is speaking of when the governor filed lawsuits when the legislature overrode several gubernatorial vetoes limiting his power. Lawmakers voted in a special session to end a statewide school mask mandate and to prevent other mandates from happening.
And what did they do? They punted on first down.
The governor made that comment last Friday. Today, the Senate president responded.
Why do you say we have punted when virtually all school systems have voted to continue the mask mandate?
We kept it from harming more people than it had to. But guess what? This surge, the legislature wanted to be in charge of.
Stivers also says the state has nearly $2 billion it can spend right now in budget reserves for health care. Claims the governor's office is not willing to move forward.
A whole week has passed. So I ask you all, go back downstairs. Say, why haven't you done this? Why do you complain about all the problems in the healthcare area, but you've not spent a single dollar to increase their pay?
We heard a lot in that press conference today that's simply not true. We've had multiple meetings with President Stivers and others when they've asked for them. We didn't have extra money under the American Rescue Plan Act dollars. We ended up allocating every single dollar that was available.
Stivers also talked about a possible one-day special session that would go over how to spend money for health care. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, the Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
Senator Stivers says while he disagrees with how the governor has handled this part of the pandemic response, he says he agrees getting the vaccine is the number one solution. Lexington first responders are honoring an emergency dispatcher who died. Charlie O'Connell served as a dispatcher since 2005. He also served as a police officer from 1986 to 2003 before retiring from the department. In a Facebook post, the fire department called O'Connell an exemplary public servant to the city of Lexington. Lexington police say his calming, clear, and friendly voice on the police radio will be missed. A road is back open in Breathitt County. Smoke was rolling out of a building on Main Street in downtown Jackson. This is near the Repeat Boutique in the Day building. Crews got the call around 2:30 this morning. It took them hours to get the flames under control. City of Jackson Fire Chief Chase Deaton says he's grateful for the support from the community.
People's fixed breakfast sandwiches and brought to us, water pop. My phone's blowing up with text messages from people, hey, what do you all need? Phone calls. That is one of the good things about being in a small town. Everybody sticks together when something catastrophic happens.
It's not clear yet what caused the fire. No one was hurt. Kentucky high school students are getting a hands-on education in ag tech with the latest project coming to Lexington's Carter G. Woodson Academy. This program is sponsored by the Moorhead-based company App Harvest. Students at Carter G. Woodson will be in charge of growing plants within a shipping container. They'll end up producing more than 2,500 mature plants. They'll be able to share plants with their classmates and the community while getting farming instruction.
I think I'll be excited. I mean, I've never done anything like this before. I've never grown my own food, and I think it's going to be a good experience just to know what it's like to grow your own food.
App Harvest has this program underway in other schools across the state. $10 million will go toward career and technical education in Fayette County. Governor Beshear presented the check to school leaders today. That money helps combine two campuses into the fully renovated facility in the former Harold Leader building. Officials say the new location will help the program get noticed and have more access to resources and support spaces. A Christian music festival that once attracted thousands to Central Kentucky returns to the town where it all began tomorrow. The Ichthus Festival is being relaunched. It's in Wilmore for the first time since it left the Jessamine County community in 2012. Ichthus was held several years ago at the Horse Park, but support for the event fizzled shortly afterward. Organizers say tomorrow's event will return the festival to its original vision and purpose.
And our music is just a celebration of what the Lord has done and what he sacrificed for all of us. And we're so honored to be able to make a statement that would be not only a statement to Kentucky, but to the nation, that if we will cry out to God, he'll deliver our nation and he'll get us through all these hard times.
The music starts at 1 with several local and regional acts and ends Saturday night with several well-known Christian music artists. This station announced some exciting news today. Our news operation is growing in a major way. Starting January 1st, our morning show expands to 4 hours, starting at 5 a.m. And we will add a half-hour newscast at 6:30 p.m. This 10 o'clock newscast will stay in place with me and Kristen. Fox 56 is also in the process of hiring dozens of people and building a new studio and newsroom at our Chevy Chase location. Stay tuned. We hope you'll like the changes. The Pentagon releasing information today about an attack in Afghanistan. The new information about the drone attack in Kabul coming up.
50 years ago, Nebraska, Oklahoma went down as the game of the century. That's why the entire state of Nebraska is headed to Norman this year, hoping for another classic. But Oklahoma's barreling into Saturday with the Heisman frontrunner at the reins. It's time to start Saturday strong.
Bob Allen is Danville's Dealmaker. During Ram Power Days, save more on Bob Allen's selection of new Ram 2500 Crew Cab pickups. Shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Is this your card?
Nope.
Is this your card? Is this your card?
Sorry.
Home and auto. They just go together. Save when you bundle your home and auto insurance.
This your card?
Congratulations. And it only took 27 tries.
That trick is just like us.
It's complicated.
It's magic. Oh, he's good.
Kick off the season with huge savings at Don Franklin Somerset Kia. Get 0% APR for 60 months on select 2022 Kia Sportage and 2021 Kia Soul models. Plus, take advantage of reserving your Kia online today. Hurry in and score big at Don Franklin Somerset Kia.
It's time to turn the dial back on those old blinds, but you're just not sure who to turn to. A simple online search can point you in the right direction. Look no further than the Blinds Man. Don't take our word for it. Go online and see. The reviews speak for themselves. You'll find there's no better window treatment company in the state. We design and create custom window treatments for every style and budget. Give us a call or stop by our location on Southland Drive to schedule your consultation today.
Hi, I'm Tim Sparks, founder of Sparks Financial Group. Did you know that one simple mistake can derail your retirement plan? If you don't make that shift from growth-based to income-based investment, you could be setting yourself up for failure. Make the switch today so you can help preserve your assets and generate reliable income streams you can count on. Visit GetIncomeForRetirement.com to download your free financial report and learn about the potential risks to your retirement plan.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. During Ram Power Days, save on new Ram 1500 quad cab pickups. Now, dealmaker priced. Click and save at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
This portion of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Fayette's Heating and Air.
Senior Pentagon officials have admitted that a former drone strike the White House claimed is a major victory against ISIS actually killed almost a dozen Afghan citizens. That tops tonight's Fox 56 News Notes. Security leaders say the deadly airstrike on Kabul was a tragic mistake. The Pentagon says that an internal review showed only civilians were killed in the attack, not an Islamic State extremist. The head of the U.S. Central Command called the August 29th strike again a tragic mistake, and Pentagon officials asserted that it had been conducted correctly. Officials reportedly say there likely will be no disciplinary action taken. The search for Gabby Petito continues as pressure builds on her fiancé to break his silence. Brian Laundrie and his parents have remained quiet, but his sister Cassie says she has not spoken to her brother since he returned home from his trip. Law enforcement agencies say they are actively looking into the possible connection between Petito's disappearance and the double homicide of a newlywed couple. The couple was shot around the same time in the same area where Gabby and Brian were spotted fighting. The IRS says about $15 billion has been distributed to roughly 35 million families in the third installment of the Advanced Child Tax Credit. However, some recipients are already reporting issues in receiving the payments. The IRS says those who do not receive their payments through direct deposit will get it by paper check, which could take several days to weeks to arrive in mailboxes. The CTC payments are part of the American Rescue Plan. More women are packing heat. Up next, find out why that's led to a jump in gun sales and why more women are buying weapons.
savings this weekend at Ashley Home Store. Friday through Monday only. Save 20% off store-wide. Plus, get 3 years no interest. That's 20% off your entire purchase. Plus, take 3 years to pay. This weekend only at Ashley Home Store.
When choosing a lawyer, the choices seem unlimited. Truth is, few lawyers have the money and talent needed for your case. Some need the money more than you do. Here's what's important to know. The insurance company has unlimited money. Some of our cases have over $100,000 in cost alone, with expert witnesses, trial exhibits, and investigations. We fight fire with fire. Size is our strength. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Welcome to Windsor Gardens Senior Living, located in beautiful Georgetown, Kentucky. For more than a decade, we have provided assisted living and memory care services at an affordable price. I'm Carrie Johnson, Executive Director, and I would like to invite you to come visit and see what outstanding services and amenities we offer. We have several floor plans to choose from, restaurant-style dining, and great fellowship. Find your home at Windsor Gardens. We know you will love it here.
You can be healthy. You can eat right. You can even have good genes. But with cancer, there may be other risk factors you should know. So take an online assessment from Baptist Health, which can tell you your risk, lead to early detection, or simply peace of mind. It's world-class care even before you need it.
DQ Biscuits and Gravy. Now this is the stuff that biscuits and gravy dreams are made of. The kind of dream where home-style biscuits are served fluffy and warm. And the scent of simmering gravy made with Purnell sausage is so aromatic you can taste it. And then the dream ends with you taking a bite just to realize you're not really dreaming. You're at DQ, in your pajamas, eating the best biscuits and gravy of your life. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Everybody knows that for over 20 years, North Broadway Auto Sales has been the best place to buy a used car. You know the slogan, at North Broadway Auto, everybody rides. But what you may not know is North Broadway Auto Sales also buys cars. If you have a car, truck, van, or SUV, and it's in running condition, we want to buy it. Any automobile, any make, any model, any year, any color. At North Broadway Auto Sales, if it runs, we want it. On New Circle Road, North Broadway Auto Sales, 293-2353.
Shop huge mattress savings this weekend at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 60% off select clearance and closeout mattresses. Plus, get next-day delivery on select in-stock mattresses. This weekend only at Ashley Home Store.
Late evening temperatures generally into the upper 60s and low 70s in most of the region, and we
with a mix of sun and clouds for the better part of the day. You gotta love when a microphone just falls off. Sometimes you gotta go fishing for it. We had a mix of sun and clouds across the area earlier in the day. How about that for a recovery? Now we're upper 60s and low 70s across the entire region. And those temperatures again this afternoon were a little above normal. We're gonna be in the ballpark again for the next couple of days as well. Fox radar picture throughout the region. Dry conditions, had a little spotty stuff early in the day. Tropical moisture shooting northward out of the Gulf of Mexico into parts of the Tennessee Valley. Some of that going to get into southern Kentucky as we go into the day tomorrow. What we're dealing with right now on the future radar and satellite is just a little increase in clouds. But look what happens early tomorrow morning across the west and the southwest. Some showers and thunderstorms begin to bubble up. Some of that stuff tries to work across the Lake Cumberland area, southern Kentucky around 5 o'clock into the afternoon. Got some isolated storms that go up, but you notice a little more overcast tomorrow than what we had out there today. That continues into tomorrow evening. And then as we go into your Sunday, a little bit of juice again, mainly across the south and the west with just an isolated shower or thunderstorm for everybody else. So this is one of those weekends to where it's not raining all the time by any stretch of the imagination, but a couple of thunderstorms are going to try to bubble up, especially during the afternoon and evening hours. Then we wait on a fall cold front that will get in here early next week. So scattering of thunderstorms over the weekend. weekend. Temperatures low in mid-80s. The numbers drop with better coverage on those showers and storms Monday into Tuesday. Marvin, that strong fall cold front arrives late Tuesday, early Wednesday, and behind that is a blast of October. Now, see, that forecast was worth hearing and worth me fishing out that microphone.
Yes, I'm glad you did that for certain. Thank you, Chris.
You bet.
A jump and gun sales, the benefits of skiing, and a horse who hits the books. Here are 5 things to know before you go to bed. Gun sales reached a major peak during the pandemic, and close to half of those buying a firearm were women. According to the 2021 National Firearms Survey, from January 2019 through April of this year, nearly 3.5 million women became new gun owners, as well as about 4 million men. Researchers say the uptick was due in part to the coronavirus pandemic and the anti-police protests and unrest in the country last year. Pennsylvania is limiting alcohol sales. The state-run liquor system is rationing sales of a few dozen products in response to what it describes as supply shortages beyond its control. Starting today, there will be 2 bottles per day purchase limits for customers at state stores, as well as for bars, restaurants, and other license holders. The list of rationed booze contains specific types of champagne, bourbon, tequila, and whiskey. What was once one of the biggest names in American retailing is closing its last store in Illinois, the state where it launched its empire. The Sears store, located in the Woodfield Mall in suburban Chicago, is now in its final weeks of operation. Sears Holdings filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection almost 3 years ago. Hitting the slopes may help curb anxiety. A new study found skiers have a nearly 60% lower risk of being diagnosed with anxiety disorders compared to non-skiers. Mental health experts suggest that the physical activity associated with the sport may be the reason. The Cynthiana Public Library is giving you the opportunity to horse around tomorrow. Hank the Horse is making a stop as part of a new program called Pages for a Purpose. It's aimed at encouraging children to enjoy reading. Hank will be at the library Saturday from 2 to 4. There you go, 5 things to know before you go to bed. And that's it for news, but don't go away. Alex and Brian are in next with lots of football highlights in the Fox 56 High School Sports Extra.
Your smart morning news routine, the Fox 56 Morning Edition.
At Fifth Third Bank, we're working hard to make banking a Fifth Third better with fraud protection services and access to your paycheck up to 2 days early. 166.7% is possible.
166.7.
This is banking a Fifth Third better.
Between work and my family's busy schedule, I can't be there for Mom 24/7. That's why I called Family Choice Home Care. During my free in-home assessment, Family Choice helped me realize that long-term live-in care would be the best fit for Mom. They were more affordable than the other agencies, and I knew the cost up front. Family Choice takes care of Mom's day-to-day schedule, meals, medication, and housekeeping. But most importantly, my mind is at ease knowing that Family Choice will be there for Mom at all hours. I don't know what I'd do without Family Choice Home Care.
This is Dale Golden of Golden Law Office. I have trained insurance adjusters on the evaluation of claims and handled complex litigation for the nation's largest insurance companies. I have successfully defended bad faith claims and have pursued bad faith claims on behalf of those treated unfairly by the insurance companies. I also obtained the largest bad faith verdict rendered by a Kentucky jury. When you ask me to represent you after an automobile or trucking collision, all that experience is used in the handling of your case. Hire Golden Law Office today.
Tails. Blue calls tails.
See if your luck is on a roll with these new scratch-off games from the Kentucky Lottery, worth more than $91 million in total cash prizes. Now at your nearest Kentucky Lottery retailer.
Offside.
Funding more than $4 billion in grants and scholarships.
Like to return this, please?
At Fifth Third Bank, we've got your back, which is why we give you extra time to avoid an overdraft. This is banking, a Fifth Third better.
This portion of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Dropping the hammer. Welcome to the High School Sports Extra, presented by Monticello Bank.
Welcome to the 5th football Friday night of the season and the Fox 56 High School Sports Extra. Monticello Bank and its 125 years of service is your sponsor.
How about that? We begin with arguably the best football rivalry of the past several years. You know it as the Holy War.
Yeah, the last 2 years has had a deluge of drama. Last season, LCA wins on an Andrew Dobbs walk-off field goal, 37-yarder. 2019, LCA rallies to win on a touchdown and two-point conversion with less than a minute to go. Catholic missed a 33-yard field goal at the Horn. Catholic dominated in there's Paul Raines. Led the Eagles to the 2009 state championship. Eagles up 21-0. Drew Nevis rolls right, looks for the X factor. Xavier Brown does the rest, sticks a foot in the ground, and man, he's gone. 29 yards, 28-0 LCA. Eagles were outstanding on defense. Jack Goman up top, but Parker Cheney with the pick. LCA would go down and score again. Catholic finally gets on the board in the third. Goman, the Utah pass to one of his main targets, Jack Mundy, scores from 7 yards out. But LCA remains unbeaten in an emphatic fashion. 43-7 the final.
What a statement. Now, coming off its first region title since 2003, Dunbar has lost 3 straight since opening with a 41-point rout of Breathitt County. Now, Scott County is 1-2 through its first 3 games for the first time in 11 years. Who would bounce back tonight? The answer, Scott County, because they had Steve Moss's granddaughter, Atlee Harper Meadows, cheering on the Cardinals. She did a great job. Opening drive for Scott County, Montego Jones. 10 carries, 100 yards. Let's do some math. 10 yards a carry. That results in this. Andrew Hickey just let that red heat offensive line push you into the end zone. That puts the Cards in front, 7-0. Then after a fumble recovery, the Cards punch it in for a second time. Jones sees a load to bring down. The Cards outrush the Bulldogs 344-73 and post a shutout 55-0.
Bryan Station had to get back to focusing on the task at hand after rallying to stun Scott County a week ago. Tate's Creek on the opposite side of the field at Roy Walton Stadium. The defenders off to a quick start. Coach Hawkins says, let's give the ball to Devon Frazier. Which one has the ball? Tackles both of them. Hey, when in doubt, go for the ball, man.
As 2 tackles in the stat sheet?
It's also a tackle for loss. First snap for the Station defenders. It's Damon Green breaking tackles, taking names, and taking it to the house. 48 yards, 7-0 Green and Gold. Still in the first, Trenton Cutright. We've said his name a lot on this show. Goes up top, finds a Travian Jenkins in the back of the end zone. 15 yards, Station pitching the shutout, 42-0 from Roy Walton Stadium to the place Coach Walton guided from 58-62. Lafayette entertaining Madison Central. First quarter, Brady Hensley, no one lays a hand on him. Goes 25 yards for the first score of the game, 6-0 Tribe. Next possession, it's Hensley again. Rips off another nice run. This one for 21 yards. And then we go to Hagan Harrison. We showed him last week. The transfer from Moco keeps it on the option. Love to see a quarterback wearing number 20. That's Bernie Kosar in college, baby. 49-0 Central shuts out Lafayette.
The Woodford County Yellow Jackets have had 0 troubles forming its way to a 3-0 start after whipping Scott County and Western Hills to start 2021. Franklin County is limping into the week, having lost 2 straight. Now, check out the electric atmosphere in Versailles. They have their own DJ.
That's cool.
Wild student section. That's what Friday Night Lights all about. I was just vibing on the sidelines. All right, seconds before halftime, Preston Stacy. This was huge. That puts the Jackets down 14-13 at the break. But opening kickoff of the second half, Caden Mormon. Kentucky's recruiting this kid really hard.
Man, nobody ever catches him. Ever.
He goes nearly 100 yards to the promised land. Second straight week with a special teams touchdown, 21-13 Flyers. Later in the quarter, this put the mojo back on Loco's sideline. Gavin Hurst picked off by Aiden Carroll, and look at this. Sawyer Ford hits a game-winning field goal. Woodford County 5-0 for the first time since 2007.
Great crossing was perfect entering tonight. 4-0. Bourbon County had yet to lose on the field. They did have a COVID loss. Late second quarter, here comes Caden Gable. The Colonel's D lineman loses his lid and makes the tackle. Warhawks in a hurry. Gabe Nichols looking for Caleb Perry, and the big man brings it down. First down. Great crossing after a pass interference penalty. Nichols rolls right. Mason Wiley is in the end zone and jumps and they just do spectacular catches every week over there. Somehow comes down with it. The Warhawks defense pitching a second half shutout. The Hawks are 5-0. 28-7 is the final. Paris has played nearly 1,100 games, but never against Morgan County. Let's visit Blanton Collier Stadium. The Greyhounds bring the defense. Zion Jackson wraps up Jordan Sexton for a loss on the play. Then Sexton's like, okay, we tried the right side. Let's go left side. Running right at David Patrick. There is room. There is room in the end zone for a touchdown. 6-0 Cougars. The doctor, Ivan Rice, just chilling in the chair, hanging out. Not a lot going well for Paris early, but this was a nice run from Dylan Bisavich. Paris, they do get the victory tonight, 22-14.
Battle of the Redbirds at the Rock in Inez, GRC at Martin County. As you saw there, the card showing support for Jim Watney with some helmet stickers. Great gesture there. Jumping to third quarter action, Carter Lowe takes the handoff, but is stuffed by big Branson Smith. GRC up 28-7 at that point. Later in the quarter, Smith cashing it in, but this was GRC's night. First win as head coach of the Cardinals for Joe Chirico. The final 28-13.
The Family Wealth Group Plays of the Week. You get to vote on which is the best play. And let's go to play number 1.
We just saw it, Caden Mormon. Second straight week with a kick return for a touchdown. I wonder why the big dog Vince Merrill is recruiting this kid. 100 yards for the touchdown, but they do lose to Woodford County 24-21. Big win for the Jackets.
Play 2 is Bryant Station's Devon Frazier, who has the football, and he's, no, he doesn't. He's like, that guy. I'm going to tackle both of you. Those with and without pigskin, you go down. And he gets the quarterback sack, so congratulations. Those are the 2 plays, and we will reveal the winning play next Thursday. We've got more football to talk about. The UK Wildcats back in action tomorrow. That's next.
The latest local and national news.
Monday at 7 on Fox 56.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have pre-finished solid hardwood flooring in several colors and widths, in stock and available today. Now that will make you happy, like me. Surplus Sales in Corbin, Kentucky.
She's a late model sedan, Irma. She's not the flashiest car on the high school lot, but one with the most tenure. She's carried 3 Anderson siblings through a lot of great moments and protected them through some not-so-great ones. Irma has put in her time with us. So when it comes to protecting her, she deserves more than a 15-minute conversation, or less.
I understand. Let's see what I can do.
Whoever made this weird nugget gave up hope. But whoever made Arby's new 100% chicken breast nuggets really cares. A lot. The most. 2 for $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
When you visit Stanford, you expect a small-town atmosphere, but you might not expect world-class amenities such as an upscale farm-to-table meal. You would be surprised to stay in a historic guest house from the 1900s or spend the day relaxing at a spa. You don't expect to shop for gifts made by skilled local artists or to find natural bath products that are made on site. Yet our town offers all of this and more. Come visit us in Stanford and experience the unexpected.
It's time to turn the dial back on those old blinds, but you're just not sure who to turn to. A simple online search can point you in the right direction. Look no further than The Blinds Man. Don't take our word for it. Go online and see. The reviews speak for themselves. You'll find there's no better window treatment company in the state. We design and create custom window treatments for every style and budget. Give us a call or stop by our location on Southland Drive to schedule your consultation today.
To the first 2 games of the season, Liam Cohen, a success story. The football Wildcats have scored 80 points, and they have 1,075 yards. So the numbers are definitely on the positive side, right? The running game is good. The passing game is certainly fuse on excitement inside Kroger Field. Mark Stoops is pleased with what he sees, but knows there's plenty of room for improvement.
Each week, we're seeing
details that we're leaving things on the field. That's the good news. We could be a lot better. I love the fact that we're doing what we need to do. You know, you saw that in each game you look at maybe with little individual war going on or whatever, and you have to do what you have to do to be successful. First game you saw us throwing it all over the yard. In the second game you're seeing us with balance. You're seeing us run the ball when we have to or when we needed to.
Tomorrow it is a noon kick from Kroger Field. Chattanooga and Kentucky will have the highlights. Should be a quick game, if you know what I mean.
4 touchdowns-ish. Get some cushion, then go play South Carolina on the road. Chance to improve to 4-0.
That's what he said. Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Friday.
Puzzles are easy. Family, that's a real challenge. It happens rarely, but every once in a while we all go where we're supposed to go. And everything clicks into place.
Young Sheldon, 5 times a week starting September 27th.